Hi, friend.
Hi, friend. Are you ready?
Ready for what?
To level up.
Okay, girl, let's get started.
Hi, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Level Up with Raman and Alysha.
Welcome to our brown girl month.
I fucked up Alysha because she thought she was going to say it, but then I said it for her. Ha, ha, ha.
Okay.
Well, welcome to another episode of our Brown Girl Month where we talk about, all things brown girl. And on today's episode, we'll be talking about...
Are you dressing skanky enough?
Or I was going to say decent enough.
Yeah.
And then it's like in quotation decent because it's like, well, who really defines what's decent? And it's really like brown uncles and aunties and stuff like that.
Yeah. And I think Raman, it also comes down to the fact that on a more serious note, and this could be trigger warning for anybody out there, but we are going to talk about, so trigger warning, I'm going to be talking about rape.
You said that with the most serious face and look in my eye.
Well, because trigger warning.
Yes, trigger warning. Obviously, in our Indian community, it is very common to hear that, you need to be covered up, especially when you're going to somebody's house or if you're having some family over or just even in your own house with your own family, your mother
or your own in-laws.
Yeah.
Like girls can't wear shorts and short dresses around their father-in-law.
Absolutely not.
Or bathing suit.
And a lot of the times, it's not even just in-laws. We see you can't even dress like that in your own home. And, we kind of hear this and it's been annoying.
Yeah.
It is fucking annoying. All it's ever caused us Indian girls to do is basically, still wear these clothes, but wear them in secret. To, leave the house wearing one thing.
We know you guys were wearing leggings and then you got that dress rolled up under your hoodie.
Oh, girl, wait till I tell you the stories. Wait till I tell you. I got all the stories.
Oh, boy.
So obviously I was one of those, in those households where my parents were like, don't show your legs, don't show your arms. I wasn't allowed to wear tank tops for a very long time until I rebelled and started, dressing myself. But my parents always told me that you have to wear long pants and, cover your arms and wear Indian clothes to people's houses and dress decent. And, if you didn't, then you were considered white girl wannabe, basically.
Mm-hmm.
And,
Goria?
I know, that's exactly what they said. They were like, oh, who do you think you are? Gori? Well, you're not. Reality check. And I'd be like...
brown.
Yeah, I'd be like, I know. I'm not white. And apparently I'm not allowed to dress this way because I'm not white.
Yeah.
And that's how it always was, and it was super annoying, growing up, especially seeing other people and not really understanding, oh, why are they allowed to dress this way? And in my head, it was just oh, well, their parents and their culture and everything like that allows them to dress that way, but mine doesn't. So that's how I always kind of saw the Indian culture. And even as a child, I just remember it pissing the shit out of me because I think not being allowed to wear those clothes made me want to wear those types of clothes even more.
Yeah.
And yeah, I did it in secret. And I don't think that was good because I think it's better that you know what your kids are dressing up like when they're leaving the house and you rather know what they're wearing. And when they don't have to hide what they're wearing, they're not going to dress extra skanky. They'll just dress decently skanky.
So for me, for example, I didn't have to hide, right?
Yeah.
So basically my mom though.
And you don't dress skanky.
No. But my mom, I wore short dresses up to my knees and higher and whatever, skirts and whatever. So my mom always just said, and tank tops, all of that, okay? She said her one thing was that she wanted to make sure if I was wearing a short dress to at least wear black shorts underneath, or something like that. So that was her one requirement. If I was going out clubbing or whatever, I needed to have the booty shorts on to make sure my ass and chitter were not fully out, So that was one of her requirements. But that also because we had that okayness to do it, it was just that she protected me in the sense for my own self-worth to know that what if I get drunk and fall, or something like that? Then at least I know I'm covered, and I think that was a good tip to have. And I, till this day, even I think twice, depending on where I'm going and what I'm wearing, should I wear shorts underneath? Because you just never know, right?
Yeah. And I feel because you had that upbringing where you were comfortable enough to wear it at home, you kind of knew the precautions of it. I feel me having to hide and wear it, the last thing I thought about was wearing shorts underneath,
Yeah.
I was thinking about how to wear the mini skirt, not even how to wear the shorts underneath the mini skirt.
Yeah.
So I didn't think about those kind of things about having to wear shorts underneath.
I actually had a lot of friends that their moms told them that they were allowed to dress how I was.
Yeah.
And we either had to wear nylons or box shorts.
Yeah.
So that was one thing I knew me and my two girlfriends were always told. And I was like, okay, I get this. But then I had another friend who was like you, who had to hide that and like sneak out with the leggings or the extra bag.
Oh, yeah. And you know what? All it really made girls like me do is lie to our parents.
Yeah.
The funniest story that I can think of, and it's so funny because we have a picture of this. So it was like January 1st night. And, you know, it was like we were going to a club for like some New Year's party or whatever. We didn't really want to say where we were going, but we used to go to a lot of brown parties back then, you know, like SAA and like stuff where we used to wear Indian clothes too. So to not be suspicious, me and 3 girls, we were wearing like mini skirts underneath, right? And then we wore saris over.
No.
Yeah. So guys, we have pictures in my living room of my parents and they took pictures of us.
You're kidding me.
So they took pictures of us in our saris because they were like, you girls look so beautiful. Like you want us to take a picture of you.
And you're dying on the inside.
We're dying on the inside because we're like, and then one of the girls' saris is like falling apart. So she's like holding it there. And we have pictures.
I need to see these pictures.
Yeah, I will show you. We have pictures in these saris, and underneath, we're actually wearing like mini skirts and stuff.
Oh my God.
And then we go to the Tim Hortons parking lot, and then we like take it all off, right?
No.
So the jokes part is, and this is how dramatic we went with our outfits. We're wearing earrings, chudiyan, everything.
You're kidding. Bindi too?
Bindi, everything, right? And so I forget to take off my earrings. So then later, like the night after or something, I'm looking at our club photos, right? And this is back in the day when you used to have to take pictures like with an actual camera, not your phone. And you know, you would upload it onto
camera or something.
Yeah, you would upload it into your computer. And I'm seeing that I have all my Indian jewelry on, my earrings.
God.
So I have like my skirt,
Fusion.
my shirt, and then I'm wearing my Indian earrings. And I was like, okay, but that's not even the best part. The best part is when we had to come back home. So we had to.
You had to put it back on.
Yeah, just in case. What if somebody was awake, right? So they were not, right?
Okay.
But, you know, you always have to be safe. So even if it's like a little wraparound. So we go to the Tim Hortons parking lot.
Oh my God.
Obviously, you can unwrap a sari in a car, but you can't wrap it back up in a car. So we're like outside the car and that Tim Hortons right there in that Brampton parking lot.
Oh my
We're tying up the saris back up and we could see like some people could see us and they're just dying.
I'm dying.
It was just one of the most funniest things ever. And it's sad to say, but that is not the only story that's happened like that before. But that was the most memorable one because when we were wearing the saris back on.
I'm going to give it to you guys. That was creativity.
Yeah. You know what? When I think about it at the time, that was protection. It was avoiding questions of parents asking, like, are you going dressed like that? And then they're going to be worried all night because they're like, my daughter's dressed like a whore. Who knows? You know, and you think about it. We're going clubbing. So we're coming home at like 3 in the morning. So, you know, they felt safer knowing I'm going to some Indian party in a sari than I'm going to a club. So it's
you
hard.
were more happy you were embracing your culture. But a sari is so provocative.
It is provocative. And this is what the most annoying part is about saris. And I don't know if you saw that meme or that TikTok where it's like the girl goes in front of her mother in a crop top. And the mother's like, oh, slutty. But then she goes in like this little crop top and it's a sari. And she's like, oh, so traditional, so beautiful. Yeah. And it's like.
Doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
So that's the part I don't understand then. They say, okay, so back to the rape thing.
Yeah.
We always hear in India after rape victims or anyone has been hurt or sexually assaulted, they go, well, she asked for it by the way she was dressed.
Not even India. We hear that here too. And this is just absolutely ridiculous.
It's not okay to, I think, state that because, okay, first of all, mini skirts or the skirt with the slit or the crop top, whatever it may be, at the end of the day, it's fashion before it's anything else.
Yeah.
So fashion is a whole industry, okay? Mm-hmm. And a lot of people don't realize that when you go into a store, it's a marketing scheme. You pick up the latest skirt or you pick up that dress that girl's rocking on Instagram and she promotes it on her influencing of Instagram, YouTube, wherever it may be, and you go buy it. This is how business works. Business works around the world like this.
Yeah.
So it's like marketing, it's fashion, and the fashion industry is always changing. It's kind of like the food industry and it's like the health industry. You have to be quick. Honestly, I have a whole different respect for fashion because I was interviewing a candidate and she was in the fashion industry.
Yeah.
You have to be trendy. You have to be on top of social media. You have to be on top of what's the latest trend.
Yeah.
What's more harder than that where something has changed in the last minute of procurement, buying or specializing or designing in those last minutes than fashion, right? So at the end of the day, what you decide to put on your clothes is no different than what you decide to draw on a canvas. It is art.
Yeah.
Right? It's to express yourself. Just because you wear a high slit skirt, mini skirt, whatever it may be, or crop top, does not mean you're a hoe.
Yeah, 100%.
It means you want to flaunt it because it makes you happy. That's like women who buy lingerie that aren't in relationships but like wearing lingerie because they're like, I feel sexy wearing it.
Yeah.
It's not for anyone else.
100%. And, it's about feeling good. And, you try on a dress and you're like, I feel really good about this. I feel really sexy. And that's what all should matter, like how you feel about it. And that's why you're wearing it. And it's just so sad that, when a man is raping a woman, it like the blame goes on a woman. Well, she was wearing this. She asked for it. I'm sorry. I don't see a sign on my shirt that says, please come attack me.
Yeah.
That's not what women think about when they are dressing like that and when they go out, and
they feel good in it.
It's time to really start putting the blame on the men. And, why are they looking at women like that? Why are they not respecting what women are wearing? And why are they, let's not take away from their actions and what they've done. Like, nobody asks for it. Who the fuck asks for it?
Nobody does.
Nobody.
No consent has been given because I am dressed a certain way. Just like people say red lipstick.
Yeah.
When you wear red lipstick, you're being promiscuous.
Yeah.
But really, red looks amazing on many women. Not many women can pull it off.
And for us, it's like style.
It is style. It's such a hot lip color to rock with an all white outfit, all black outfit, or Christmas time. Or you're wearing like a red bindi. Yeah. What else am I going to wear? A pink fucking lipstick? I'm going to wear a red lipstick. The other thing that honestly upsets me is this. Okay, so we're talking about brown girls, right?
Yeah.
Bollywood.
Yeah.
Can we talk about the half nangi tummy?
And it's okay for them to
from
wear
day
it.
One.
From kuch kuch hota hai times, bro.
Yeah,
kuch kuch
you're
hota
shaking your
hai
hips
times.
and it's okay.
And when you look at all these old Bollywood movies, they're all wearing the mini skirt and crop tops.
They're half naked.
Before even crop tops were as popular as they are now, they were always wearing crop tops.
Yeah, from the 70s.
And okay, as a brown girl growing up, watching a lot of Bollywood movies.
It's like, why can you and why can't I?
I never understood it. I almost was like, to my parents, it's like, I don't get it. You are like, watch Indian movies. You'll be more cultured, but I can't really follow the same culture that they're following because I'm seeing Indian women being able to walk around, wear clothes, fall in love, blah, 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 all this stuff. And I'm not able to do that at home. And I always felt like, and maybe this is like, I don't know what the word is, if it's bias or if it's like whatever, but I always felt like, oh, I live in Canada. Maybe my parents would be like a little bit more open to kind of be dressing this way versus like people in India. But I didn't really see that. I felt like they were just as strict as me growing up in India, if not like more strict, because I see girls in India and, they are very like, for example, the town that Sister Karen comes in from, they're very modern and they, they dress very like, however they want to dress. They wear skirts and pants and stuff like that. But, growing up, I just felt like I didn't understand, like, why, okay, like, I don't know, like, I get, like, I don't think I would ever go to, like, an uncle or auntie's house, like, dressed provocatively.
Because it's respect like at the end of the day.
Because it is. I'm not going to go somewhere where it's like, if I sit down, my skirt's going to go up or blah, blah, blah. Like, I would still wear a long dress. But the fact that, like, they wanted me to wear Indian clothes and they wanted me to, like, kind of, be a certain way. And I just didn't understand because I was like, what does this have to do with it? Like, do we not trust our uncles? Do we not trust, their intentions? And why are we going to their house?
Kind of like why some brown girls couldn't sleep over at other people's houses that have brothers or dads.
Yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing.
Yeah. And it's like, why do we not trust these men?
So if you as a mother do not trust these men, then why even bring them around at all?
100%.
I don't think the way you dress should determine whether you're a good person, bad person, or whether you're a hoe, whether you're not. I don't think it should even determine you as a culture or person. It doesn't define you. Yeah. Like, I don't think it's fair for anyone to say, well, you're not Indian, so you were going to tell us about someone.
Just as you mentioned, like how people judge somebody and it's like, you're not Indian just because you dress that way. One thing I was about to say is I hate that. And it's sad because Indian people still do this. Like our age generation, Indian people still do this. And what the fuck? Okay, so when we see another brown person, like, dressed very provocatively or not provocatively, they dress the way they want to dress, whether that might not be the way you want to dress kind of thing, right? And they're like, oh, well, you're not representing the Indian culture. or you're not representing our culture right. Like, why are you dressing like a whore? Blah, 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 blah. It's like, who determined what kind of dress represents that? The only thing I could think that represents Indian culture is Indian cultural clothing.
Exactly, yeah.
Apart from that, like, you know, and even that, like we mentioned, like these scandalous saris these days, backless, fretless.
Okay. So do you think anyone else who looked at Chrissy Teigen wearing that sari with the slit, what would they say?
Sexy.
Okay.
You look sexy, you look
brown
hot.
people.
Oh, so proud that you're wearing brown Indian outfit. Oh my God, look, she's representing us, blah, 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 blah.
What if you walked out and wore it?
Yeah, and if I wore it to a party, it's like, whoa, you know, she's dressed like a slut. And it's like, that's where our culture is like really wrong. So the girl that I wanted to bring up is Sirat Sani.
Yeah.
Big fan of hers. If you follow her on Instagram, definitely check her out. If you're not, her name is Sirat Sani. She's in US. She's young. She's not like as old as us. She's probably like maybe 24, 25.
Yeah.
She represents like Bollywood and Indian culture. And she's very like, you know, she's very like Indian and represents it well and very supportive. But yeah, she dresses how she wants to dress. And a lot of people are not supportive of that.
Yeah.
So, you know, she had one of those like questionnaire things posted. And I saw so many girls post that like, we love how you are not afraid to wear what you want. How do you maintain your confidence? Like, how do you remain confident in what you're wearing when people don't accept what you're wearing? And you could tell that there are girls that are proud, and then there are girls that are jealous because they wish they could also have the confidence to dress like that. And then girls that are just haters. And they're like, oh, you don't represent our Indian culture and blah, 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 blah.
But what defines our Indian culture?
But it's like, she's confident. She's probably representing our Indian culture more than fucking half of you are that are sitting behind the screen and judging it.
What defines Indian culture?
Exactly. Nothing.
So other than the suits, the salwars, the kurtas, there's saris and cholis and langas. What defines it? There is no definition of Indian culture. Like, I don't understand.
I don't either.
But have your hair out long. Wear the makeup. Wear the bindi. Wear the chuda. But I don't get it.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. So there was a time where at somebody's wedding, everybody was wearing like Indian outfits, and this one girl showed up in this like mini dress. It was a dress.
Was she Gaudi or Indian?
Indian, right? Okay. She's like a influencer, right? So she looked great. Like 100%. She looked great. But I'm not going to lie, it was a little odd being in a room of like, let's say 50 women who are all dressed up in Indian clothes and stuff like that. And she decided to show up in a dress, like knowing that everybody would be in Indian clothes and stuff like that, like by personal choice. I honestly I didn't judge it too much. I was like, okay, you know what? She looks great. She's confident. She's, you know, wearing what she wants to wear. And her mother is here. As long as her mother is okay with what she's wearing, who are we? You know, she came here with her mother. If anybody had a problem, if her mother had a problem, she would have not let her come here like that. But, you know, she did. So if her family's okay with it, who the hell are we to judge like what 100%.
She's wearing? Did
it look a little odd? Yes.
But just considering the attire of the event.
Did she get judged by every auntie in there? 100%.
Yeah. But she probably even did it as a statement.
Yeah, I think so. I don't really ask because you don't want to ask, like, why are you not wearing an Indian outfit? But maybe I did when I was drunk. I don't know.
Okay, but hold on now. So let's look at designers that are current and fashion forward right now in the Indian industry. So there's the one you really like.
Papa Don't Preach.
Yes. Yeah. And it's scandalous and sexy. There's Manny Jessel, who's not your typical Indian.
No one's judging Manny Jessel's outfits right now.
And they're beautiful. Like, let's be honest, those crop tops would look great in Western clothing and Indian clothing.
The only thing I don't like about her clothes is they're not for everybody.
They're not for everybody. You got to be a certain size.
Yeah, which I don't really like.
Yeah.
But
that I agree with you.
That's a different opinion.
Yeah, that's 100% true.
Yeah.
And then you have, like, the other one, Poonam Couture.
Yeah.
Who's, like, colorful, vibrant, and traditional.
Yeah. And still have some sexy pieces.
Exactly. So just even in our fashion forward lines of Indian culture here in Canada, there's those pieces right there. Right?
Yeah.
So there's an opportunity for everyone. But if women here are being recognized into the fashion industry like this, then why the hell aren't the rest of us adapting to that? The other big thing I need to say is this. So I hate this one thing. Okay. We've been to a lot of weddings because we're wedding planners. And I see the mother of the bride and father of the bride rarely be decked out because their daughter is getting married. They're usually in a traditional salwar suit. And it's not always like kardaied out.
Yeah.
I don't understand it. And then there's the few we've seen that are dressed in beautiful narclies, dressed in beautiful decked out palazzo suits, sharadas.
Yeah.
And I heard this one auntie once say, she said about how, okay, so her daughter-in-law, father, she said to the mother-in-law, why don't you wear a gown too?
Mm-hmm.
And the father was like, you and your daughter are both going to wear a gown? Then who's going to know who's the bride?
Oh my God.
And he's like, we don't do that. And I was just like, why not though?
Yeah.
Like, why should a mother, because she's older, feel her age and dress her age in that sense? Why can't she wear a gown that very much will cover and still be respective, but isn't able to wear something like embellished and look great?
I feel like some people are just too traditional, and like I understand that they're not going to like look past their ways because they, like we mentioned, they're just going to be the way they are. But I feel like we can change the generation that has passed.
But we can change.
But why are we having problems in our generation?
Yeah.
Like, why are people who have grown up here or, you know, have spent majority of their life here or, you know, are in the modern times, like we all, you know, we all see the clothes that are getting sold in the stores and stuff like that. Why are we in modern times judging other Indian girls for dressing a certain way? Like, this is a time to empower women, especially empower other Indian women. Like, why are we doing this?
Yeah.
I don't know if you've ever heard this before, but I've definitely heard this a couple of times before, either at my house or from someone else. And it's like parents saying, you could dress however you want after you get married.
Oh my God.
Yeah. I'm like, I might not get married if I don't want to dress the way I dress right now.
And it doesn't make sense. It doesn't, because then that means you're being a different person.
Yeah.
After you get married. So you're not being your true self now.
It's like, I'm still going to do it. I'm just going to hide it.
Exactly. So I don't think that's right either.
Mm-hmm.
And then, okay, can we talk about this other thing?
What?
Okay. So all props to the brides this summer that wore the short tops at the Gurdwara.
Yeah.
And the backless ones, but in a respective manner.
100%.
But looked still beautiful and hot. You know what I mean? I'm sorry. It's your wedding day.
Yeah.
If Gauri can wear the see-through white net and the big bustiers, why can't we?
Yeah.
You know? And she still looked traditional and gorgeous.
Yeah.
Okay? But then there's the brides that are forced to wear the freaking top that goes past their belly button.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I don't know.
And I just don't think it's fair. And I know there's some brides that just feel comfortable doing that. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah.
But what about the brides that don't want to do it?
Yeah, it kind of sucks.
Why is that tradition that, sorry, you cannot do this?
It's their wedding day. It's their wedding outfit. They should be able to wear it however they want to.
Damn, if you have it,
and you know what? It's like, I'm sorry, but yeah, you're absolutely right. Back in the day, it would be like top meets bottom at the Gurdwara. But this summer, we saw lots of, you know, shorter blouses, backless blouses, but still very respectable. You know, have chunni over at the top or whatever.
Two chunnis. It still looks stunning.
But, you know, it's no longer like top meets bottom. And people just, and you know, you don't judge. I don't see anybody judging the bride when she's in a bridal outfit and blah, blah, blah. But it's like, oh, you're going to judge her on the other day that she wears the crop top and stuff like that.
Silly.
Yeah. And it's like, why should I have to wait till after marriage till I wear these types of clothing? Like, haha. Okay. So the whole like having in-laws things, right? Like once you have in-laws and if you are living with them. All the time. Yeah. And I heard it the other day that the exact words were like, you know, my father-in-law is very traditional and I can't dress the way I want to. Like I have to wear
dresses, shorts, pajamas.
Like, I can't wear dresses. And she's like, even tops, like I have to make sure they're long, covering my butt. And,
why
you know,
is he
not
looking?
Showing my cleavage. And, you know, and that's how we see it, right? But it's like,
how would he know if the top's covering your butt or not?
You have to wear a long top.
But how would he know?
I don't know. Because it's long.
But how would he know?
I don't get the question.
How would a father-in-law know if your top is covering your butt?
Because he's looking?
That's right.
Yeah. Why is he looking?
100%.
And that's what it is.
But if you grew up in your own father's home and you didn't have to, like me.
Yeah.
I did not have to worry about my dad, okay?
Yeah.
I went on vacation with my dad. I drank with my dad. I wore bikinis in front of my dad. You know what I mean, okay? The point is, I was around my dad.
Yeah.
Okay, if I could dress that way, why is it now I'm going to get married and I have to dress a different way? And I say this because I have to.
Yeah.
I am that girl who has to.
Yeah.
I cannot show up at my father-in-law's house in a mini skirt.
It's so funny because things are going to be like opposite for me. I'm going to go from like not being able to wear 100% what I want. Obviously now, like I'm really rebellious. I won't like wear crop top and like mini skirt in front of my parents, but I do wear the short dresses now because I'm just like, I don't care. And, you know, there were times where my dad would be like, is that what you're wearing? Or like, and I'd be like, yeah.
Yeah.
Like just, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, and it's so funny because, I'm probably going to go into a home that like nobody's going to care what the fuck I wear.
Exactly.
So really like roles are going to switch.
Yeah.
But I feel like if I went on a vacation with my dad tomorrow, I would feel really uncomfortable wearing a bathing suit in front of him.
Yeah.
Just because for my 30 years, I have never like worn a bathing suit in front of him.
Which makes sense.
Like I would still wear a bathing suit, but maybe like a one piece, not a two piece, right?
But that makes sense because for 30 years, you have not.
Yeah. And if you haven't for that long, then there is a level of discomfort, right?
Yeah. Now you're just doing it for the hell of doing it, which is weird.
And, you know, there are still things that I won't wear in front of them. You know, like if I am wearing a skirt with like a crop top, I'll probably wear like a cardigan or a jacket over it.
Out of respect.
And then, you know, take it off after.
But out of your respect because you haven't done it this whole time.
Yeah. So it's like, why am I going to do it now? But definitely like when kids are kind of told from a younger age, like you're not allowed to wear this, not allowed to wear this. I feel like parents need to understand that your kids are only going to rebel and they're only going to hide and do this.
I have a question.
What?
These same parents that do that, do they not put their toddlers that go to swimming class in bikinis?
Yeah, it's fucking stupid. It's like trying to...
They also put the linga choli on these kids that are still showing their belly. So I just think on that note, Raman, honestly, I think you should be able to express the way you want through clothing and fashion, however you want to do it.
Mm-hmm. And I feel like us Indian women already go through so many struggles, so many, you know, judgments, stigmas, you know, criticism throughout society. Like what we wear is like the least of our concerns. Like we need to stop letting people kind of bully us, whether it's online or in person,
and
about what we're wearing.
Other.
Yeah, about what we're wearing. Like calm the fuck down. You want to dress conservative? You fucking dress conservative. Let me dress how I want to.
I think so. Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for tuning in to our rant.
Yeah.
And I hope this helped all of you out there that are feeling self-conscious or being bullied or have ever been told you cannot wear this because you are a brown girl.
And you know what? I just have to say that, like, if you are someone who's like in my position, because I kind of wish I did this when I was younger. Like, I wish I told my parents, like, if you don't let me wear this in front of you, I'm only gonna lie to you and do this. So it's like, would you rather me dress like semi-conservative in front of you or dress totally 100% different?
100% have the conversation.
Have the conversation.
Maybe understand why your parents are saying no.
Yeah.
Let's hear why. Maybe they'll turn around and say, okay, dress like that with your friends, but not around family.
Yeah.
You know, and that's fair.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. 100%. All right. Thanks everyone for listening. As always, if you're not following us on social media, follow us on Level Up with Raman and Alysha. And if you have any questions, suggestions, comments on what we should talk about, you can email us at levelupwithramanandalysha. Bye everyone. Friends.